This cow's come in and she's got a seriously sore front left foot. Picking it up, I thought it would be really obvious. Now I see it, it's not obvious at all. This is the Hoof GP. Clearly this cow's feet are in fairly good shape. She has been trimmed within the last few months, but she's had some sort of accident and she's gone really lame. Because right now there's a few different possibilities in my mind that it could be. It could be this part of the white line, this part of the white line, this part of the white line, or this part of the white line, or it could be in here or in here. I'm going to guess it's probably on this foot because this is higher than this.
Being given the opportunity to make the lives of these cows far more comfortable within a few short minutes is something I absolutely love. So when it comes to cows' feet like this, I'm desperately hoping I can find the problem.
Right, if we look from the side angle, you'll see the inner claw is now the same height as the outer one. And to me, it's becoming really obvious that this is the problem. Why is it obvious? Well, it didn't disappear as we started to grind away. And actually, if we zoom right in close, you can see that's partly underrun. So if I cover up this really dark bit, look just above my finger now, you can see a dark piece of hoof horn. That lets me know that underneath there, this problem goes even deeper than what we can first see. She is really lame. You didn't see her walking in the crush, but she is really lame. So I'm expecting this to be a fairly substantial problem. We'll just quickly model her out first, because that is step 2 in the process. No, it's not, it's step 3, sorry. Step 3 in the process of trimming cow's feet is modelling out. A big wide one on the inner claw, a little narrow one on the outer claw. Step 4 is attacking the problems. So let's see what happens here. I can't see anything up the outer wall, so I'm hopeful it's confined to here. We reduce the whole of her heel at the same time as we trim this because we want the weight away from this area. It's likely we're going to need a block, obviously, but at this point we're not completely certain. So by trimming away the whole of this heel at the same time as we attack the problem, we are already alleviating this area of weight. If we just come in here, you can see it tracks right up in here, look. So we can start taking off this part of hoof horn because we know we're going to need to. It actually looks like she stood on something. You guys might be thinking it's just about disappeared, but I can assure you it definitely hasn't. If anything, I'm expecting it to look a whole lot worse in 2 or 3 seconds. Before we empty out this cavity, I should point out the reason I knew it was going to be worse was because she was so lame. It stands to reason that a cow that lame doesn't have a little tiny problem in the... Sometimes you run out of words, don't you? It stands to reason that a cow that's that lame isn't lame because of that small little crack that was there. There's usually something much more sinister lurking beneath the surface. Oh, it stinks, it really does. So I'm gradually trying to thin out all of this hoof horn round about the problem so that I can take smaller swipes and not cut into the corium unintentionally. That is the idea anyway. You can see that cavity opening up now. So now that I can see that cavity, I know that this hoof horn here can all be removed, and in fact needs to be removed if we're going to heal this cow's foot at all. Just look how translucent this hoof horn is. There, you can't really see it. If we hold it up to the light though, you can see my finger through the hoof horn, look. We'll just let all of this run out by removing that paddle. Give it another wash.
You know, that really is a cow in the shed next to us. Believe it or not, when I'm actually working, I barely notice any of the sounds round about us. Unless, of course, it was the cow in the crush making those noises, in which case it would make me speed up or realise that we were hurting her in some way.
So we'll just push a little piece of this blue roll in here to try to stop the claret appearing. We'll straighten up the feet and we'll prepare this for a block.
So many times I wanted to put my arms around you just to be close to you. And in my head, it's just you and I don't know why.
Kevin is heating up the outside of this orange block because there's oils on it. These blocks are cast, obviously, in casts, in moulds, and there's a releasing agent that gets sprayed onto those casts so that the polyurethane blocks pop out. And we need to get rid of that oil because obviously it is non-stick. Otherwise the glue will not stick to the block and the block will fall off the cow. Isn't that right, Kev?
Yep.
Every time when you're passing me by, I fall in love. There's something about you, I wish you were mine. And if I only could be there to hold you, it feels like I stop breathing when you're around. I'm in love.
So you can see this has been really confined to this little cavity or pocket. That's really good for me because I haven't had to remove too much of the solar horn for this to heal. This is a really easy fix. I didn't even mean that, but Easy Fix are a fantastic company who stop things like this happening by putting rubber floors down, by putting cubicles that bend out of the way of cows and all sorts of things. So yeah, I didn't actually mean to say that, but this has been a really easy fix. By opening up this cavity, we've released the pressure. This block will take all of the weight away from this foot, and this will regrow probably within the week, believe it or not. There still will be signs that there was a problem there, but the problem will be no more. Once we've coated it in iodine, that is. There's no dermatitis on this. Oh, sorry, I just bashed helmets with Kev. Whoops. Hazards of the job. That put me right off. There's no signs of dermatitis here at all, and that infection is completely and utterly confined to that area. Also, it's not that open. As you saw, once we cleaned it up, there was virtually no claret whatsoever. So this drop of iodine will help to heal it up and keep that area clean and free from bugs. And that's her good to go. This was the Hoof GP. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.